Donald Trump regularly finds himself under fire for controversial comments, but one remark has been described as hurtful even by his own staff. Amongst those left outraged is our next guest, the daughter of acting legend Bruce Lee.
Shannon Lee says the president's joke about kung fu is racist and will put people at risk. He's one of the greatest martial arts actors of all time. Now, the kung fu legend's family are the ones fighting. They say everything Bruce Lee stood for is under attack after this comment from President Trump.
It's a disease, without question, has more names than any disease in history. I can name Kung Flu. I can name 19 different versions of names.
It's caused outrage, particularly for Bruce Lee's own daughter, Shannon Lee, who's branded it racist, saying Kung Flu is in some ways similar to someone sticking their fingers in the corner of their eyes and pulling them out to represent an Asian person, she said. There was an outcry on Twitter too. This man saying Trump's comment is stupid, racist and part of the reason he's losing this election. There was no apology from America's president. In fact, he's gone on to say it again.
Kung Flu.
And Bruce Lee's daughter Shannon Lee joins us now from Los Angeles. Shannon, welcome to Sunrise. Why does a comment like this cut deep for you and your family?
I think there's more than one reason. One is, of course, that, as a martial artist, Kung Fu is a time-honored, centuries-old tradition that requires discipline and hard work and is very meaningful in that regard. But separate and more importantly, my father was, among other things, a humanitarian. And he believed in unity and treating all people the same. And these comments are making people have more anti-Asian attacks and sentiments out in the public, and it's making people unsafe.
Shannon, Trump's given the virus other names that we won't repeat. If you could sit down with the president, what would you say to him?
Whew. I think I would just try to express myself honestly. I think I would try to tell him why it's irresponsible to speak in this manner. I don't know that I would be heard, but if I had the opportunity, I would try.
Bruce Lee, your father, is cherished and loved by generations of people. This month marks 47 years since his death. What do you hold most dear about him?
My father was just this really dynamic, amazing man who really excited people and showed them what was possible in human form in a way that hasn't been duplicated. And he has inspired people not just with his awesome martial arts action, but his philosophy as well.
All right. Well, Shannon, thank you for your time. It's great to chat.
Yeah, great to chat with you too. Thank you for having me. And I actually am going to be having a book published in Australia about my father's philosophies this fall. So hopefully people will pick that up.
Well, we'll chat again. Thanks, Shannon.
Looking forward to it. Thanks.
All right.
In the name of human insight, or in the name of love, or in the name of God. Hi again to you all, and I am B.RAHIMIAN as a JKD researcher of the philosophy of Master Bruce Lee, as a Li Xiaolong or Li Jianfeng, and I'm going to say about Donald Trump saying about Kung Fu as a Kung Flu, and on the other hand, maybe you have heard about a reaction of Shannon Lee about this happening to the U.S. as a Donald Trump. Yes, we are near to the U.S. elections as a president of United States of America. And I have a real question from Mr. Donald Trump. As a president of U.S. and Mr. Donald Trump, why did you name Kung Fu as a Kung Flu? Do you know what's the meaning of Kung Fu? Yes. What's the meaning of Kung Fu? Kung Fu as a Chinese name, it means Kung as a. Kung Fu is a whatever doing a lot in your life. For example, I washing dishes a lot as a hard work. And the Chinese people as a traditional and from all time until now, that is Kung Fu. They call Kung Fu, not martial arts. Unfortunately, I think myself about, for example, this person as a Donald Trump or other persons that who is don't know any knowledge about what about he's saying or telling the things. For example, yes, this is a bad things for every person. For example, me as a Babak, I don't know about the thing that I want to talk about, the thing. Yes, the thing I mean. For example, Kung Fu. I don't know what's the meaning about Kung Fu, and I judge it. I produce with myself, and I explained by myself, by my thinking just. And I make lots of pictures about this subject, for example. And the first thing as a Bruce Lee quote, the first thing as a Bruce Lee said about Bruce Lee quote. Yes, the first thing as a be yourself, express yourself. Yes, express yourself. What is the be yourself? As first thing, it means be honest with yourself, knowing yourself, and this meaning, for example, at first you want to talk about the things, and at first you should know about the meaning of thing that you want to talk about that. Yes, this is a treatment. And on the other hand, anyway, or anyhow, and then we haven't any, and Kung Fu on the other hand, the Kung Fu doesn't relate to the, for example, Chinese country, and Kung Fu it doesn't relate to the, for example, other country. Yes, Kung Fu has a real meaning. Yes, this is a treatment, and all time is we had it Kung Fu in, for example, Shaolin Temple or other temple on the even India country or other country. Yes, this is a treatment. If you study real study about the, for example, martial arts as a Kung Fu, and step by step from old time, and it, for example, challenge to the challenge as a name to the, for example, Wushu or other martial arts as a 2 days. We have it. Yes, for example, Karate Do, and on the other hand, Taekwondo, yes, and other martial arts that we had it on 2 days. And Mrs. Shannon Lee, I respect to you, and the daughter of Master Bruce Lee. Yes, I want to say about your reaction is very good, like Master Bruce is full of glory, as Master Bruce said. And I'm talking to the mother, Mr. Donald Trump. It's very bad. You can't crash the water, Mr. Donald Trump. And Bruce Lee never die, or legends never die, and persons like Bruce Lee. And thank you very much. I hope we are more real with compare that before. And I hope that the coronavirus, this is a politicians, not virus, behind the world, the people of the world. You can see the behind the world. The coronavirus is not virus. Yes, this is treatment, and you can really study and send us to the Human Insight page as a www.facebook.com/babak.r.lee or John Fan Kung Fu Institute page as a Bruce Lee JKD School. Thank you very much. B.RAHIMIAN.